Today, when I stand here on this platform to speak on the topic, I realize what my fidelity or responsibility is. I'm here not only to speak for the 34 million people living back here in Kerala, where I come from, but I'm here to speak for the 1.3 billion people residing here in our country, India, to be the voice of the voiceless. Very respected jury members and all my dear friends over here, a fine afternoon to one and all. I may begin by quoting the lines of poet Iqbal who wrote, "बाकी मगर है अब तक नामो निशान हमारा, कुछ बात है कि हस्ती मिटाती नहीं हमारी, सदियों रहा है दुश्मन दौरी जमान हमारा." Yes, we still survive as a nation, even though the current of history has been inimical for us throughout the centuries. There is an eternal ethical current which is flowing through the veins of our country, that which occasionally incarnates itself into living forms, and that is what we call patriotism. India is a country which was under British rule for more than 200 years. The freedom of India did not happen quite easily. It happened through the sheer perseverance, courage and sacrifice of those who devoted their lives to the cause of the freedom of our mother nation. And I do believe that freedom struggle was the beginning of true patriotism and the foundation step to nation building. Today, when I stand here to speak about patriotism and nation building, I believe these two terms are inseparable. Let me solicit your attention to some of the major issues that India as a nation faces today, which include poverty, malnutrition, corruption, women abuse, child sexual abuse, and moreover, communalism, casteism, and religious fundamentalism. But we can wipe out all these issues from the face of India if we all are staying together, if we are united, if we have the sense of oneness among us, if we have the sense of patriotism among us. Yes, we can fight these issues from the face of India. But now, my heart is pained to see this fact that every year about 15 million youngsters flee India seeking job opportunities in some other foreign countries, seeking a much cozy and comfortable life in some foreign countries. But let me tell you something, we are very proud to hold these people like Satya Nadella, Sundar Pichai. We all talk about that Satya Nadella is an Indian, Sundar Pichai is an Indian. Yes, it is, but this is what we call brain drain. We always keep on complaining about the situations here in India, about the conditions here in India. But we must be able to accept these policies and their motives. That is how we contribute to the nation building, the process of nation building. The central government has introduced numerous policies like Digital India, Skill India, Make in India. All these projects provide ample of job opportunities to the youngsters of our country. But we don't realize this, but we keep on going to other foreign countries. How can we contribute to our nation? The net result is a degradation of our own country. Now, according to the National Crime Reports Bureau of India, 5,650 farmer suicides happened in only 2014. Can you believe it? About 5,650 farmers died. We don't have the right to talk about patriotism and nation building when you cannot address the problems of this section of our community, because the soul of India lies with the farmers. I do believe that we need better policies for the upliftment of these communities. It's been 70 years since we got freedom from the clutches of British. But today, even today in this 21st century, we are in the clutches of casteism, communalism, and religious extremism. We are the citizens of the largest democracy in the world, and we believe in the principles of equality, fraternity, and liberty. But as the poet sings, फटफटर ये है कि अपना भी न जाना और यूं ही अपना अपना कह के हमें सबसे बेगाना किया. Yes, we talk about equality, we talk about fraternity, we talk about freedom. But what is actually happening is estrangement and otherization. About 750 Dalits were murdered last year. We have seen how India is moving away from the idea of a secular state to that of a theocratic state. We have seen communalism and caste issues are taking its root in our society even today in this 21st century. Today, we must be talking about the progress of education to the progress of science and technology. But we are here still talking about religious issues and caste issues. We have been taking this pledge since our childhood that all Indians are my brothers and sisters. But the irony is, we made these children take this pledge without inculcating in them the right meanings of these words, of those words. That is where we got wrong. Now, we should redefine what patriotism is. A patriot can be one who believes in the mythical greatness of a country. But as well as a patriot can be the one who believes in the use of decent and scientific temper so that he ensures that his country stays great as always. The voice of dissent is as important as the voice of assent. But we have seen how Govind Pansare, Narendra Dabholkar and Gauri Lankesh, very recently Gauri Lankesh, were brutally killed because they raised their voice against certain anti-social elements. Let me tell you something that there is no Muhammad or there is no Matthew or there is no Mohan, but there is only one Indian who is known by the name of his humanity, not by the name of his religious identity. We must believe in this. We must accept everyone as our fellow patriots. That is how we can be a true patriot and that is how we can contribute to the nation building. Now, according to Manusmriti, it is said that Yetra naristu pujyande ramande tatra devadaha. Where the women are respected, it is the abode of God. Then let me ask you a question, that is India an abode of God today? I don't think so. I don't believe so. According to the National Crime Reports Bureau of India, the reported crimes against women increased by 6.4% in 2012. Can you believe it? When I am talking about patriotism and nation building to you people, a woman like me, a girl like me is brutally being raped and killed on the other side. And we talk about patriotism. The sense of we feeling, the sense of oneness that we should keep in our minds. That is the only way we can fight these issues, to wipe out these issues from the face of India. Now, let's take the case of transgenders. India is a country which holds about 4.5 lakhs of transgenders. What is their state right now? I happened to read about the story of Sonia Sheikh, who is a transgender person. He was gang raped. But my heart is pained to know the fact that this person, this transgender, who is already a victim, was accused of violating Section 377 because of unusual sex, unnatural sex. Can you believe it? A victim is taken as a perpetrator again. See, we don't have to look whether if it is a man, whether if it is a woman, whether if it is a gay, whether if it is a lesbian, whether if it is a transgender. What we have to do is, as we believe in this true sense of patriotism, we have to accept them as our fellow patriots. India is a democratic country and we have constitutional rights. Our country ensures equal rights to all, but it is we are the ones who are misusing it. As we have our own rights, transgenders also have their own right. What they need is just jobs. They're asking for jobs. We always blame those transgender people who comes begging in train, and while we travel, we come across them, but we used to blame them. But we must realize this fact that we are the reasons for their plight. Now, today we have organized here, we have joined, we have gathered here together. Not as Kashmiris or not as Punjabis or not as Bengalis, but we have united here as Indians. I really appreciate this idea of a declamation contest, but 29 contestants from 29 different cultures come together, and this is what we call a miniature form of India. Friends, if we are united together, we can make this nation better with the thoughts of Swami Vivekananda, let me conclude. Uttishtada Jagrada Prapyavarani Potat. Awake, arise and stop not till we reach the goal. Thank you so much.